here today to do the Art of Books tag created by Brushing Bookends, who tagged us in the video.
Yeah, and it's their original tag.
Yes, we were tagged. They thought about us when they made a tag. Megan and Allie are both artistes.
Yes, they are.
Megan created, I should say.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Our awesome channel art.
Yeah.
She does channel art, yo. So if you want some cool ass channel art, you should go to her channel. Check them out.
Allie is a makeup artist.
She also does visual arts.
Yeah.
They're both very talented individuals.
They are. You should definitely go check out their channel.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Christina.
And you're watching
Game of Tomes.
Where are my dragons?
We'll have all the questions in the description below. Be sure to check those out. We're gonna skip the definition parts just for time. I hope that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go.
Okay, number 1. What book had several complex layers to the plot?
Alrighty. I'll go ahead and answer that.
Sure.
Okay, so Ken Follett books. I've only read his Kingsbridge series. I haven't read the last one yet, but I will. Anyway, I don't know how complex it is in terms of plot exactly, but it does take place over a very long period of time. There are many characters. They each have their own complex personalities and characters and beautiful, intricately layered stories. Your turn.
I said The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Okay.
But I didn't think about it until you were talking, but it's not exactly like a complex plot.
Sure.
But that's a very character-driven book, and that's a very complex character. Yeah.
Also, there's 2 different storylines, so that could be considered a little more complex than an average linear storytelling goes.
You have present, and then you have past.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm sorry.
I gave it 5 stars. It's a great.
It is a great
book.
Yeah.
Great book.
Mm-hmm. I also gave the Kingsbridge series books high ratings because I love them. My turn. Charcoal. What is a book where the light and dark blended to each side?
I said The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, almost kind of literally, because there's death in the book, and paranormal stuff, and also like the present
and the 2.
Does that make sense?
And
they do really intertwine in the book. So.
I haven't read those, but I'm glad you enjoyed the first
Yeah,
one.
I really did. I want to continue on.
Okay, so I said East of Eden by John Steinbeck. One of my favorite books of all time.
It's a great book.
Ever. And that's what the book is about. How does one become good? How does one become bad? What's like nature versus nurture?
Yeah.
And it's all about, good and evil and quite literally even there's biblical references and things about Cain and Abel, that whole story.
Yeah.
It deals with. So, yes.
Man, that's a great book.
Yeah.
We should read that again.
I love it so much.
Okay, number 3, pen and ink. What is your favorite book series with the most volumes?
Okay, so I said a spell for chameleon.
Yeah.
Because it is literally so long that I couldn't finish it.
Oh, can you guess what I said?
Yeah. Wheel of Time.
Yeah. It is literally so long. I have yet to finish.
Right.
Both of these are books series that we grew up reading.
Yes.
And loving because of our mothers.
Yes.
And they're both incredibly long.
Yes.
So, and both fantasy.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Permanent marker. What is a book that is permanently drawn in your mind?
I said Mistborn, specifically The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, because I love it so much. I think about it all the time, and it's just permanently in my head.
Awesome. I chose a book that I read in high school that's always stuck with me, and that's Kissing Doorknobs. I forgot to look up the author, but we'll show a picture of it, Kissing Doorknobs. And I've forgotten the title of that book, and it wasn't until I listened to Mara Wilson's Where Am I Now? And she talked about that book. She has OCD, and when she read that book, she was dealing with her mental illness and didn't know what was wrong with her. This was before OCD was
had a name.
As well known.
Yeah.
It had a name. And it wasn't until she read that book that she's like, that's what I have. And Kissing Doorknobs is a book about a girl who has all these symptoms and then discovers that she has OCD. So it was a perfect book for her to read.
Is it fiction or nonfiction?
It's fiction.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I've never read it.
And it's the first book that I read where I was in the mind of someone who had a mental illness, and it's a book where it tries to help you understand what that person is going through mentally when they have OCD. And I would say if you're a fan of John Green's Turtles All the Way Down, you should read Kissing Doorknobs.
I should do that. I should read that.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Acrylic Paint. What is a book with a vibrant cover or character?
Oh, I have mine right here.
I went with character, so interesting.
Oh, I went with cover. And I chose Neil Gaiman's
That's a beautiful cover.
Stardust. I love it. I love it so much. And it just captures my imagination. Love it.
That is a beautiful cover.
Isn't that great? Is it vibrant, you think?
Yeah, I think so. It's vibrant to you and vibrant in your mind.
Yes.
Creates a lot of, I actually said Meg Murray from A Wrinkle in Time.
Meg Murray. Oh.
Because I think she is a very vibrant character. She is really into science and math, and she's a girl coming of age, kind of. She just is very enthusiastic and, like, energetic and just, you know what I mean?
Sure.
I really like her character.
Yeah.
And that was a great book, too.
Mm-hmm. Watercolor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What book had a transparent plot? I cheated.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I said To Kill a Kingdom, which is a retelling, so you kind of already know.
Dude, I almost said that one, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I really did think about that one, because I was like...
But I feel like it's kind of cheating because you already kind of know how the story's going to go.
Because it's like a Little Mermaid retelling, and so it's not really
sorry.
surprising.
I don't usually predict endings to books very often. Like, that's not something that I like doing.
I try not to, but I have a hard time with contemporary novels being very predictable. And I said Everything by Nicola Yoon. Because at some point while reading it, I was like, you know what? I think this might be going on. And it was. And I think that's why I don't like contemporary novels, because I can't find one that, like, isn't cliche or isn't predictable, and I just kind of like, ugh.
I'm sure there are lots of
I'm sure there are, but I also don't read a lot of them for that reason, so I don't really, like, get a chance to experience ones that, I enjoy because I don't read them.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Oil paint. Name a character or creature that you remember vividly because of how well they were described. I said To Kill a Kingdom, the mermaids and sirens.
Oh, nice.
Because I really like the description of them.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
With the sirens have one red eye, and then one the color of the sea they were born in, and then the mermaids have, like, those big slack jaws, and just, that was cool. I like that.
Good answer. So I went with a very vivid character.
Oh, cool.
A character that I love is Augustus McCrae from Lonesome Dove.
Oh.
One of my favorite books of all time. One of the best audiobooks I've ever listened to.
Wow.
FYI. Augustus McCrae is a very vivid character. He's loud and he's friendly. He's very much like from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. What's his name?
McMurphy.
Yes.
McMurphy?
McMurray? McMurphy.
McMurphy.
I think it's McMurphy.
What is his first name? Anyway.
We have trouble with this all the time.
Anyway.
Anyways, he's very much like him.
I like that guy.
I do too. both great characters.
Yeah.
And I equate them both. Just one's a cowboy.
And one's in an insane asylum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go. Digital paintings. What is your favorite new release book?
Okay.
What'd you say?
Mine is from 2017 because I don't actually...
Mine is too.
I don't read, like, a lot of, like,
Mine came out
releases.
1 year ago, almost exactly.
Oh, really? Mine came out in October. I said The Power by Naomi Alderman. I've already talked about this. 5 stars. I loved it.
Good.
And that's the most... Actually, that's probably the most recent one I've read.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, that came out.
In October. Actually, yours is newer a little bit than mine is. Anyway, I said The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which came out 1 year and 1 month ago.
Wow.
So,
Nice.
like today.
That's a great book.
Almost. Yeah.
The audio was really good.
It was really good.
Really good.
Mm-hmm. They had 3 female narrators.
Yeah.
And I think one of the girls could have done all 3 of it.
I agree.
But I like how they did it.
Canvas. What book had the best original ideas? I think my answer will surprise you.
Okay.
I said Unwind by Neil Shusterman.
Oh, yes.
I mean, like, the idea of being able to have their children unwound and their body parts go to I thought that was a very original idea.
Yeah.
As terrible as that sounds.
It was creepy.
Yeah. The book was really good, too, though. I give it 4 stars.
I did, too, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really I thought, like...
It was,
how do you come up with that?
I know,
How do you think of that, you know?
It was, like, a really solid ending.
Yeah, it was.
And that's what...
Even though it's a series, but...
oh, yeah.
I definitely think you could just, like...
In there.
Yeah.
For sure. That's what we decided to do.
Yeah.
Okay. For most original, I really, really like books that have to do with aliens and all different kinds of aliens. So I could have said Long Way, but I didn't. I said Saga.
Ooh, I thought of that too.
Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples.
Saga is great. It is super creative.
Super creative. Weird.
Because there are tons of species. Yeah.
And like every issue, you're meeting new characters that have different weird
things.
Yeah.
Bodies.
Yeah.
Also, like, language and
culture.
How they, I was gonna say, like, how they act and stuff, or, you know. Yeah. I agree.
Scrap paper. What book should have been scrap paper and reworked?
I didn't put what we probably think each other put.
I have no idea what you put.
I really thought about The Culling by Anthony Hulse. Oh, wait, I did put that.
Oh, you did?
No, I did not.
Okay, what'd you put?
I put Red Rain by R.L. Stein because his first adult novel was crap.
It was so bad.
It was bad.
I DNF'd it.
Yeah, I told you the ending of it. It was
She did.
bad.
I was like, just tell me how it ends because I do not care to continue on.
No.
It was not good.
And I read his stuff in elementary school, but for book club, they were like, it's his first adult novel, and it was October, and we're like, yeah, and then it's literally like, here's this evil little twin boy that can shoot lasers out of his eyes, and I'm like, really?
Will you tell me that part? Because I didn't even get that.
No, literally, sorry y'all, but literally.
It's not good.
Combine that with a cheating husband who repeatedly refers to his really young mistress and her, and I quote, creamy white ass multiple times. It's like, stop. Just stop.
It was not good.
It was not good.
No. It was like he had written one of his children's books, but like just put a little bit of sexy times in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It was disappointing.
Yeah. So I said Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor. That is the
controversial. I agree.
That was the 3rd book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series.
I agree.
We really, really liked Daughter of Smoke and Bone.
We did.
And so we kept reading and
we did, yeah.
to the last book, and the last book just disappointed our hearts.
Oh man, we do have a review and discussion on that. If
on
you guys
all
are interested.
3 books.
Yeah, we do. I'll link all those below.
The first one is like, man, this is surprisingly awesome.
We were like, we love it, and the second book is like, okay,
it was good.
It was good. Yeah. And the 3rd book, we're like, no.
Yeah.
I'm
so glad I read it. It's still an interesting, creative series.
Yeah.
And there were parts in the 3rd book even that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
But as a whole, it was very disappointing.
Yeah.
And we just went on and on about the things that happened that we did not like.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I would agree. I really think, that series, oh my gosh, I was so surprised how much I loved that first book.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
And then it just got worse from there. And I think it could have been, for us, it could have been a great series if it would have ended, like,
solid.
Strong. Yeah.
Right.
But it's like, an ending that's not an ending.
It was.
Stop it. End your books. Stop it. Just end them. That is the Art of Books tag.
It was. We should tag people.
Yeah, we should.
We didn't do that.
No, we didn't. Okay, so we're going to tag 2 lovely channels. First of all, Sam from Sarcasm and Sci-Fi.
She's an awesome person. I like her videos.
Yeah, she just started doing, she used to be with the Drunken Library, but she recently started doing her own channel, so you guys should definitely go check her out.
Awesome. We would also like to tag Kayla from On the Fritz. Hello, Kayla.
Hello.
Please do this tag. Our friends made it.
I don't know why I said hello like that. Hello. Anyway.
When you play the game of Tomes.
Yeah, you read or you die.
Okay, well.
Sorry.
Come here, friend.
I panicked.
Stop it. Social media links in the description below.
And we hope you're reading a great book.
Bye.
Why? Spoilers? What if I wanted to listen to it at some point?
You won't.
Remember how you get upset that Sarah ruined Chamber of Secrets for you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Sarah that you ruined Lonesome Dove for me.
Lost, what felt like it all in a game. Every man I've measured died to hurt me before I could ever feel safe.